Okay, all yours.
Hello, everyone. Hey, how's everybody doing? So today is going to be a really quick training on some recruiting, some tips, what I'm doing, what my team is doing, and how I basically uh, advise people to do recruiting. So feel free to chat along. Do leave Q&A for the end. Otherwise, I'm going to get like off my story. Feel free to say hi if you want to. I think everybody can't speak. I think if you can, you're welcome to. Okay, so let's get going. So everybody, I think, battles with recruiting. Hi, Sharice. Sorry, guys, there's an airplane going over, so if you can't hear me very well, I do apologize. Okay, so I don't have notes, which is not new for me. So I'm just gonna tell you from the heart, because that's how I roll. It's true and real, and I did prepare some mental notes. So I'm definitely going to share those with you as well. So first and foremost, when it comes to recruiting, you want to be real. So we have scripts on the boards app. You guys get posters on the groups and all of that, which is fabulous. But what sets that post apart from the next person advertising the same opportunity as you? Absolutely nothing, because there are so many work from home opportunities nowadays that the only way to overcome the competition is to be different. Okay. So what that means is you cannot just go and copy somebody else's thing or go and be lazy and just put a post up. Yes, I'm saying it as it is. That's being lazy. You need to put pen to paper and you need to decide, who are you? What is your story? Because that is how you will attract not only people, but the right people. I've gotten a sense of when I started and when I was trying to find my feet with recruiting, is that a lot of people tend to come across as you're begging people to join the business. Okay. You need to realize that this business makes money. Okay. So you are providing someone the opportunity to also make money. You shouldn't have to beg someone to join the business, because if you do, they're not the right fit. They're going to fall out very quickly. You need someone that has the drive and the will and the passion to do this business. If they do not, they don't cut the list. It's not a matter of let's just recruit for the sake of recruiting, because what is the point then in the end if they aren't going to bring anything to the table? So you need to find your people. You guys have heard, I'm going to say a lot of things that have probably been said before, but they kind of all, link in together. You need to put pen to paper. I tell my team as well. When you want to post and advertise for recruiting, pen to paper. Take a minute for yourself, more than a minute, and go over like your script. You can use inputs from other people's scripts, but make it your own and be real and tell your story. Okay. You might think it's a long essay. Don't make it too short. Don't make it too long. Just keep it a nice length. People will read it. You're going to think, okay, you're going to do this massive piece of post, and people aren't going to respond. But guess what? They actually do. They will more likely read your post than the one that they saw that's just a poster that looks just like any other advert that they just seen. Every person's story is unique to them. And, Nicole has said it, everyone has said it, there isn't another person like you. So if you are going to do your own recruiting script, nobody can be you. Nobody can do the same script like you, because that's not their story. That is your story. And people like you, like-minded, will relate to you. Now, often at times also we are scared to say what we want to. We are scared of judgment, or, like all these things are coming up in your mind. Like, what are they going to think if I tell them I had to sell stuff out of my house to make a living before I joined a garden? Who gives doesn't matter. You're not there anymore, and you're proof that you've changed. You're proof that this business, that this opportunity can make a difference. And I'm not afraid to say that. Yes, we were in the financial situation where we were doing that, where we had to sell things to make a living. And thanks to Organo, I no longer need to do that. Now, if I'm going to share that with someone, that is going to be much more intriguing to them than the fact that there's 9 different streams of income and we are global, yada, yada, yada. You can talk all you want to about the business once you get into training. Once you start talking to them, then you can get into all the technical fancy things, okay? At the end of the day, people want to know, how has it changed your life? We are not talking about fancy cars or houses. That's, that's fabulous. We're all going to get there in the end. But from the beginning, you're not going to be able to work for Organo today and next week buy a house. So you need to be real people, real that the business does make money for you, that this opportunity is real. That's what they want to know, because there's so many scams, guys. You just need to be yourself, say it like it is. Don't be afraid to say to someone, I don't take inboxes. Message me if you're interested. Because you don't need to, yes, I'm going to say it, lick people's, you know what, to get to join this business. This is an opportunity that can change people's lives. You just need to tell your story, and you need to just be who you are and say, if you want this opportunity, I make money with it. This is how I do it. This is what it's about. You can do it too. Let me show you how. In a nutshell, that's what we do. So not only I put on my script, my story, but I also, my very first introduction message to them on WhatsApp. It's not a PDF. It's not a YouTube video. It's a 6-minute long voice note. Yes, guys, a 6-minute long voice note. Because you know what? If they cannot even take the time to listen to that voice note, then I don't want them in my team. Because how are they gonna cope with all the information, all the training, the group, and actually be involved and go for this business if they cannot make the time to listen to a 6-minute voice note? Then they don't even actually have the time for this business. It's as easy as that. So I send a 6-minute voice note, and I don't start with, oh, you can earn 9 different ways or whatever. Okay, I don't even mention that in the beginning when I'm trying to recruit someone. I get into that later down the line in the training. I start telling them about the different ways of income. I don't do it from the beginning, because at the end of the day, the people just want to know, can they make money in this business? And is this business real? And how has it made your life different? It's actually very simple. So in that 6-minute voice note, I basically tell them why I do this business, how it can help them, and why these products are great. Okay, that's what I also tell them. And then I also tell them how it's different, because people, if they are looking for an extra income, I can tell you now, they've looked at other things as well. So you need to combat that. How is this different? Say it to them from the get-go. Don't wait until they ask you or wait until they ghost you. Tell them from the beginning, from the minute you speak to them. Connect to them and tell them, how is this opportunity different? And you don't need to do a new voice note every single time. Practice your voice note. Get it right. Stand up, walk around, feel the passion, get the energy flowing, and do your voice note properly. Don't ramble it off, and do not read it off. Guys, I can tell you now, if one of my recruits practices a voice note to me, I can tell when it's being read. And when something doesn't come from the heart, it ain't true. So you can't copy somebody else. You need to be you, and you need to show the world who you are. Now, another thing, your photo. When you are posting your personalized script or whatever on your Facebook groups, you need to put a photo of yourself. Okay, I've tried one with children. They don't work so well, and I think it's because people don't really like images of children being portrayed on social media. So I would say just stick to a nice photo of yourself. And if you haven't got a nice photo of yourself, or maybe you're scared of the camera, do yourself that one thing for 2023. Get dressed, dress yourself up, even if you're sitting at home, and take a nice selfie today. Not tomorrow, today. Go, and it's 10 past 1, more than enough time. With load shedding, guys, there's no power, so you can do your makeup, do your hair, do something different, Just make yourself, because we need to love ourselves. Larissa also shared a thing about loving yourself the other day. And you need to love yourself in order to be able to show people who you are. So get dressed, make yourself pretty, take a selfie. Don't care if you are a little bit overweight or what people are going to think of you. They want to know you. You want like-minded people in your team. You don't want people that you have to beg to work, that you have to convince, like, oh, this is opportunity. No, they can make money. You need to show them who you are, because people will invest in you. So that is the one thing, is go and take a nice selfie, and then you have your photo for your script. Okay. Ideally, I would say nice lighting. Go, and if you don't have like a nice indoor space, go stand by a tree in the road. Literally go find a tree, stand in front of the tree, and take a nice selfie. And like a nice high up angle always works really well. And then you put that with your script, because that script, your story plus your photo equals you. So you will get inquiries. Okay, I can tell you now, if I go and post my story right now, by tomorrow I'll have more than 50 numbers, guaranteed. I'm at the point where I'm almost too scared to post for recruiting, because the numbers come in ridiculous amounts that it's difficult to keep up when you're getting 100, 200 numbers. And they're just like every day coming in, and then you're trying to manage a team and train and sales, make your own sales and that. But anyway, the point is, it works. People in my team, are probably also on this call, will tell you that it does work. Doing it this way and being real does work. And that is the key, guys. And another thing, where you are posting your scripts, don't post it in the mommy groups. Okay, everybody's been taught, post in the mommy groups, post in the moms with teams, yada yada yada. Okay, great. You might get a number or 2 or 3 or 4, but you don't want those numbers. You want 50s, 100s. You want a lot of numbers, because out of those numbers, how many people are actually going to sign up? And how many of those signups are actually going to be your people? So you can't be wanting 2 or 3 or 4 numbers, guys, on recruiting. You need a lot of numbers. So the mommy groups, I've tried it millions and millions of times. It doesn't work. Doesn't get you the same leads that it does on buy and sell groups. Because why? People are on those buy and sell groups also selling stuff. Why are they selling stuff? Because they need money, which means your post is more likely to get seen in buy and sell groups, news and info groups. And also, those groups aren't so tricky with like what you post. Mommy groups, they often decline work from home opportunities and that. And another thing, just without being direct and saying, oh, this is a work from home opportunity, blah, 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 blah. No, you start with your story. Okay. And then later, like in the middle, you go, yeah, and the best thing is I actually do this from home, just from my phone. You just randomly like throw it in there. Don't push it in their face, because then you're just like another post they've just seen, oh, work from home. So we want to be different. You want to be you. I will send you guys my script. Please do not copy it. Please, you can use some of the parts and make it your own, but put your own story together. Because one person is not like the next person. So I think in terms of recruiting, that's about it that I'm going to say. And then, yeah, so the opening voice message, I've covered that pretty much. And then only at the end of my opening message to a potential inquiry will I actually speak about the products. Okay. Because at the end, people really just want to make money. And some people actually want to help people, which is fabulous. I do. But at the end of the day, the people inquiring are wanting to make extra income. And don't fool people by telling them you can do this part-time and like 5 minutes a day. I'm sorry, I don't fall for that. You can't do this business 5 minutes a day and expect the same results that the rest of us get. you need to put in some time. Yes, it's part-time, but you can't be posting once a week. You need to put in the time to make this business work. And if you're going to keep fooling people into thinking that this business is a 5-minute job, you're going to get people that fall out, because people expect what you tell them. So be careful what you tell them. Be careful what you are letting on about the business. I am very much about being real. So I say to my people, this takes work. You're not gonna, money doesn't fall out of the sky. We say this all the time, but people need to really let that sink in before they sign up. You need to make sure that they know this isn't a fly by night, that you are serious about this business and you are looking for people that's serious about their income, about their financial state, and get like-minded people. So I'm gonna leave it open now for questions. If anybody wants to pop questions. Anybody?
Lyk my jy het almal se vrae al klaar beantwoord.
Ek probeer altyd dit doen. Anticipate the questions.
Speak now or forever
Okay.
hold your pieces.
Oh. I'll give it 3 minutes until 1:20 for questions. I see one coming up here. How do I get people to join my page? Okay, so are you talking about your personal Facebook page? Or where do you want people to join? So you would just send them a Facebook friend request if you wanted them to join, but that's not actually how we're going to get our numbers up. We need to advertise recruiting. And another thing I just want to quickly mention is your personal profile. Make sure that people can see who you are, because I see a lot of people, their profile settings are set on private. Now, if you're going to be posting about an opportunity to earn money and I go look at your profile and it's locked down, like COVID lockdown, I'm definitely not going to be interested in contacting you. So make sure that people can actually access your Facebook page and get to see your information. So check your privacy settings. Okay, so did I answer that question about how to get people to join your Facebook page? I wouldn't get stuck on like, this mindset of like Facebook page, because you're going to end up spending so much time and all your energy concentrated on your Facebook pages that time is just going to go past and January is going to be gone and then you still haven't actually recruited somebody. So you want to actually be focusing more on groups and advertising in groups. Hoe nader mense wat gesê het hulle wil aansluit, maar nadat jy 'n storie vertel het, geghost hulle jou en lees elke keer net die boodskap wat jy stuur om antwoord te kry. Okay, so basically what she's saying is that like when you have contacted them, how do you get them to actually respond and join? So it's very important that your intro message is powerful. And what I do is I send my message and then send a little text at the bottom saying, if this business opportunity is not for you, after you have listened to my voice note, I would appreciate it if you could just let me know if this is not for you. So that because sometimes people also don't know how to respond. So what I do is I tell them, like, please let me know if this is for you or not for you. I hope that answers your question. If not, let me know. I'm still new and still learning. When I recruit someone, how do I go about training them? I'm a bit nervous about that. part. Okay, so Chantal, you are my downline, so I will help you with that. I usually, I have a group where people can access how to train new people, but your upline should also be helping you how to train somebody new. Well, that's what I do, is I take your hand, and if you are new and you want to start recruiting from day one, then we'll do it together. And I also have a group with a step-by-step guide on how to train somebody. Chantal, does that answer your question? Can you please give us more advice on how to advertise product-wise? How to advertise for products. So basically, I have actually done, I think I don't know, I might have done this before, but the same with products is that we don't actually, my team and I, we don't use that lists of like, do you have this problem, blah 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 blah. We actually make it like a nice fun thing, like and we don't post in English at all, only Afrikaans, because Facebook flags the words. But basically a nice catchy phrase, like I'm trying to think, I usually sit down and I think about scripts, not on the spot, but something like die nuwe jaar is voor, het jy jou lyfie reg vir die somer of whatever, something like that. We do something fun and catchy to advertise products, and then we use one testimonial photo before and after, and nothing else. We don't advertise that it's a coffee. We don't advertise that it's Ganoderma. Yeah, so we just use like a nice catchy line, short, sometimes long. Angelique, does that answer your question? Okay, anybody else got something? Okay, great. Yeah, anybody? We're gonna wrap this up shortly. And you see guys showing up with load shedding. Just want to say that things are possible with load shedding. Okay, I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. So 1:25, then we're going to cut the call if there's no further questions. Where am I? What? I don't even have a UPS. Dit was nou lekker om 'n bietjie te werk terwyl ek by Passport Office in Dublin sit en wag. Well done, Chris Marie, for doing the call out on town. It shows you when you want something, you'll do whatever it takes. Okay. 1 minute to go, guys. If anybody has a question, I'm still here. Okay. I'm going to start saying goodbye so long, and I hope that you guys have a fantastic day and go take a selfies and go do your recruiting post, and I hope to see some more people recruiting. It's January. I don't know how's it going in the other things. I'm in flamethrowers. Yeah, we're obviously going to win. Just kidding, but we might. But yeah, I hope that everybody is really trying their best. I'm sure that you guys are. Those that are on the call, I do appreciate the effort. It really does mean a lot to me, people showing up for their businesses. And I promise you, what you reap, you will sow. It's a pleasure to everybody that was on the call. And thank you, guys. I love you all. And yeah, for those that are going to the leadership in Feb, I am super excited to meet you guys in person and just have lots of fun. Lots of fun. Drink some wine and coffee. Okay, guys, love you. Have a good afternoon. And let's go recruit. Let's make sales. And let's hit January with a spark at the end.
Mama?